Hi, my name is Valentina, and he is Eduardo, and this is our booktube. Now we're talking about two interesting stories of horror. First of all, the name of the book is Ghost Stories.
Retold by Rosemary Border.
And obviously, if you don't notice that the book is about, you're really... But don't worry, keep calm and just listen.
Yes!
This is a book with 6 stories of horror and with a different order.
But now we're just talk about 2 of them.
The first is The Confession of Charles Lindbergh by E.F. Benson, and the second is The Ghost Coach by Amelia B. Edwards. Now, a little summary of these stories.
Yes. Yeah. This story is about a man named Charles Lindbergh, which was discovered by killing his mother.
And he was to pay with death penalty. But when Dr. Jesus appears for see the body and give the results,
but then strangely the body disappears.
And the same night, the doctor this day has receiving calls for the prison. The same prison who Charles Lindbergh was.
Why do you think the doctor received these calls?
And who is calling?
Damn!
This is a story about a man named James Murray. All starts when he was alone shooting in the lonely hills of England, and he noticed when the sun is going down and it is snowing a lot, so he noticed that he was far from home. So he decided just walk until he met a strange guy named Jacob.
He helped him, but not really happy. He take him to his master.
When James talked with the master, he told him that he needed help for return home.
And he said to James that the coach passed near and he has to take him and he will return home.
But do you think that the master is telling the truth? Do you think that the coach is just a simple coach?
And James returned home?
If you want to know the finals of these stories, you need to read the book.
Read the book.
We think that the similar thing of these 2 stories are the principal and the secondary characters, all men. Because all the bad things happen to men. Because on the first story happens to Charles Lindbergh and Dr. Tisdale, and the second story passed to James Murray. We think it's like this because these stories are old, and in the past the persons put aside the women. So is this, and the other similar thing is that in the 2 stories appears God. Obviously disappears, but not in the same way.
Well, the second comparisons are the environments, because in the first story the environments are the prison and the doctor's textile house, and in the second one is the lonely hills of England and the master house. These environments are totally different. Well, the third comparison is in terms of horror. We think that the first and the second history are not so like make us feel horror.
Like, oh no, stop, and something like this.
Yes, but the second one is a little better than the first.
Because describe things like scary things, like the eyes of the ghost
And
are
the fire.
burning on the fire, and we think that that's a good way or describe a scary and horror things.
In our opinion, these 2 stories are very attractive.
Interesting, but with the public. But in terms of horror, this is not very attractive because are not scary. Because I'm not scared. You're scared?
A little.
Tell the truth.
I don't know so much.
So we put
3.5 about 5 stars.
Woohoo! because just for the terms of horror, because I read best histories of horror, and this is no a good one.
Yes.
But in terms of a good story, is a good story.
Yes.
So in this book though, we just talk about 2 stories of this book, but this book has more stories, more interesting stories, and has more horror than the other ones. So we recommend the book.
We recommend the book to all the people who want to read fresh and good stories and want to feel like he is into the stories, in the environments and the characters.
You introduce yourself in the stories with the characters, with the environments, and with all that the story had. So we recommend this book.
And that's all, guys. I hope you like the video. Profis.
Bye.
Would you think that the doctor received this card? This is a story about a man named Cal. The story is about a name. Me equivocamos.
The sun is going down. Ya, po.
Dale, sigue, pues estaba bien. Sun is going down. In our opinion, this is a story about a name.